children, many who are black children, still suffering under the inequities of public education in America. It is a major issue. It is not any longer acceptable in 2009 that we have so many children that are falling behind in their academic performance. It has a significant impact on the health of our families, on our communities, and the overall health of our states and cities. The school-to-jail pipeline is definitely an issue, and it continues to be an issue. We urge you, please address these policies in local schools in whatever state or city you come from, in this atmosphere of happiness and victorious triumph with the first black president. Please engage your local schools, communities, with the state of public education as it relates to black children, wherever you may come from. We are all connected.
If you will, just for lack of a better way of saying it, there's a lot of people who are benefiting from these dollars off of the lives of our black students and our black teachers. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Alexis Mann. I ask that you really pay attention, close attention to what she's saying and what she is delivering, because it is very powerful.
Man, we got a message right here, right now.
All right.
All right.
All right.
One of our largest priorities was teacher diversity. We have huge disparities between the composition of ethnicities of our teachers, and for years the hiring policies and accessing practices that have been in place have negatively disenfranchised black teachers and teachers of color, and neither side has taken a stand to change these outcomes. The language that's currently in place in our contract actually opens the door for potential legal claims alleging discrimination. So this language cannot stand up.
A group of educators are suing the Chicago Public School District. The federal class action lawsuit was filed by black veteran CPS teachers who say they were wrongfully terminated.
We need more responsible and competent language in our contract that does not support ambiguities and offers real solutions to these practices that push black teachers and teachers of color out the door and keeps them from being hired.
Okay, sister, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing today?
Okay, your name for the viewing audience?
My name is Alexis Mann, and I'm running for president of Minneapolis Federation of Teachers.
Okay, so we see today we have a lot of teachers out here continuing what they've been doing, raising issues, at least for their perspective of what's happening in this whole teachers union that took place, this teachers union strike that took place in Minneapolis. Why are you here today, and what is the symbolism of these balloons?
Well, so today I thought it would be a good day, since our union organized our members to come out here and protest the budget cuts, which are inevitable given the fact that we are losing students by the day. And also they entered into a contract agreement with our district that they couldn't afford, so they knew that these cuts were coming, and now we're here on the back end to protest them. So I'm here to protest the number of students in our district that cannot read at grade level. 77% of our students in this district cannot read at grade level, and those are black students, and it is a shame, and we need to be creating more urgency around this issue. Educators have a responsibility to teach our future leaders and nurture the growth of our youth. Contrary to the achievement outcomes that leadership on both sides seemingly have come to accept, our teachers' union has the power to ensure that all students receive their full potential. It can happen, and it will happen with the right leadership in place.
So let me just contrast something. You're here around the black students mainly who are not reading at a proficiency rate. Oh, well, actually the proficiency rate of failure is 77%. You're here for that issue.
I am.
What do we do? Stand up like that! I said, what do we do? Stand up like that! What do we do? Stand up like that! That's right!
We know that there was only one perspective covered by by the news media during the strike. I didn't cross the picket. I'm sorry, I didn't strike. I crossed the picket line. Nobody was interested in that narrative. That narrative didn't get covered, as KARE 11 News said. I didn't get a follow-up.
Well, it's day 8 of the Minneapolis educators strike, and with the district now saying they can't move on their raise offers anymore, what happens next?
So now I'm looking at the news agency and trying to minimize this moment where we have a historic position happening right here to address education.
But let me just get this straight. The other teachers are here basically around a pay increase. Would that be fair to say that?
Well, I would say they're here to protest the budget cuts. And I think that it's irresponsible considering what they're doing to create these budget cuts. We're losing students. We're demanding more money from a district that cannot afford it because we're losing students, and our students are our revenue. So
okay, young brother, why don't you come here real quick, brother? You're here in support. Now, this was one of your teachers, correct? Or is it one of your teachers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and your name, brother?
Armani.
Could you speak up for me, please?
Armani.
Okay, Armani, how old are you, brother?
13.
Okay, now, how do you feel about when we say 77% of your peers are not reading at grade level? How do you feel about that?
I do. Weak inside. Feel like we need more help.
wow.
Okay, say that one more time, but louder.
Feel like weak inside. We need more help.
You need more help?
He feels weak inside, he said.
Okay.
That bothers me.
Okay, yeah.
Minnesota ought to be ashamed of itself with this achievement gap that has gone on for far too long. Far too long, and for not more people to be standing here and emphasizing the urgency is disgusting.
It's very unfortunate that we sent out a press release to all of the media. Now, if a black kid was shot, this place would be flooded. So when we're standing now speaking our truth about what we are living, what we are experiencing while we're alive, we can't get too many people to show up for that.
Now, what would you think it would take for some of your peers and more of your teachers that understand these issues, that'll come out and do the same thing these teachers are doing? You see how they got some of their kids and their children out there? What do you think it would take for some of your peers to stand out here with some more of your teachers like Miss Alexis right here to really talk about those issues?
Probably need more help, need more education, need more people around to help them read.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Let me look up the date, but there was a young man who came to the MFT headquarters not too long ago, and it was actually during the strike.
Let's go in. Come on, let's go in. I'm not gonna harm her. Bro, are you seriously treating me like a human being? Am I not a human being, bro? You can't sit down and have a conversation with a parent, bro. Me what you want. Bro, you can't have you just met me at the door, bro. You met me at the door. I'm a concerned parent, and you gonna stop me at the door? Are you recording this, FAV? Yeah, okay.
Donald Williams, and he came with his son.
Cool, get it from in front of my son, my man. It's okay. Don't be in my son's face. I have no issue, bro. Okay, so then come in, let's go sit down like human beings. You see this, my brother? I'm not mad. I ain't trying to fight with nobody. My man met me right here at this door. Like a black person. Like y'all acting like right now. Like I'm a terrorist or an animal or something. Because you can't speak. So can we sit down like human beings and have a conversation with a parent? We have to schedule something. Bro. Who do you want to meet with? Bro, I want to speak to second in charge. Brendan's at the meeting already, so I'm trying to get an understanding. Like, I just came down from the school board, just talked to everybody there, had a full conversations with me like a human being, so I can understand what's going on with my son and him not being in school.
What is the role of this building, and what is it designed to do, especially in terms of community engagement? Is this a closed office, or is this a private country club, or what is its exact role?
Can we go in here and talk like human beings, or you're going to act like this? No, because y'all supposed to be the human of my kids, right? We want to have a conversation. Are you okay? So why did I just get met? Why did I just get met at the door like I'm not a human being, my man?
Because we need to find out who we can get to meet with you and schedule a time to do it.
Bro,
we want to do that.
Bro, but this is right here at this door, right here, bro. This spot right here. I can't even come and walk in the building. That's fine. Take all the pictures you can. I can't. What are you? What's my name? Donald Williams, boss. Nice to meet you. Mr. Williams, very nice to meet you, boss. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman. I'm a father, and I'm a black man in America, bro.
Yes, sir. I understand that. Yes, sir. I know you're upset.
No, bro, that's your problem. I'm not upset. I'm being treated like shit. That's the problem, bro. So don't try to passive aggressive me like I'm mad or nothing, bro. I'm pretty irritated how you just treated me.
But looking at that video, it seems to be that it's a private club, but members' dollars paid for the operation and lease on this property. One thing that is not clear is the purpose of this building, and that's another problem. They don't make it clear as to what it can be done in this space, except for when there's some type of crisis. They'll give things out to the community and have folks come here to pick things up. Outside of that, there's no events happening in support of families. There's no academic enrichment being offered in this space. So it's a mystery, and I believe that's intentional.
Why are you here today, and what is the symbolism of these balloons?
I'm here to protest the number of students in our district that cannot read at grade level. 77% of our students in this district cannot read at grade level, and those are black students, and it is a shame, and we need to be creating more urgency around this issue.
If you want to know the future of a nation, you have to look at how we treat our teachers.
There are 77% of our students in this district that cannot read at grade level. It's a problem.
Because what's been happening way too long is this white supremacist attitude in these unions. And this is just another system that is plagued by systemic racism.
If you are comfortable, there are many children and many families who do not benefit from the pleasure of being able to be here and spend money and be happy at this particular moment. There are many children who are struggling, suffering, and are connected to your children. So we urge you, please learn more about the policies and the federal responsibilities of No Child Left Behind. Learn about the allocations of Title I funding as it relates to educational supplemental resources for kids identified as not performing at grade level and receive free or reduced lunch. These monies, for example, in the Minneapolis public schools account for $232 million worth of resources for one academic school year. And guess what? We don't need your media to cover us because we'll cover ourselves.
Exactly.
Black man. What's happening, brother?